Hey everyone, so I am on my way with this guy
Hey guys.
to the Farmhouse Animal Sanctuary home, and really excited to see some cows and some animals today. It is a completely vegan sanctuary where they have all sorts of farm animals, and I've known the farmer forever. Originally it was a beef farm, and he realized that he loved his animals too much, so he decided to completely convert his farm, and now he allows people to actually come and visit and experience what it's like to connect with animals. So I'm excited to go there and show you and interview him a little bit so you get to learn more.
He's going to put a big tongue lick on that.
I was waiting for it.
All right, so we are here at Farm Garden Animal Sanctuary home.
Farmhouse garden.
Farmhouse Garden.
Farmhouse garden.
My
That's
apologies.
okay, right? No worries.
And I've known Michael forever. Michael and I
Since you were a little girl, right?
go way back. We met at a farmer's market, and since then I've been to your farm many times. Yeah. But the one thing that's really changed since originally coming here was the fact that he now has a sanctuary for animals, and all these cows get to live out their long lives. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Oh, that's a long story, but it's not something we planned, you know, Rach. We just, it's a cow that actually just died 2 weeks ago. From a drug rejection, actually.
Oh, wow.
When a vet was working on her, she died. But anyways, this little baby calf was born down by my apple tree, and it was premature by about 3 months. This calf was born as small as my son's Newfoundland puppy. It was about that big, and I worked all day trying to save it. And, you know, when you spend hours, you have to talk to it. You think about all the farmers that went before you, and you think about the farmers that you like to emulate, the ones that are you have a lot of respect for, and they all showed such love to the
Hey everyone, today I learned don't touch cows on the top of their head.
little beast. Now, you know, they don't like to be rubbed on the front of their head.
Okay, my
right?
apologies.
When you're rubbing her on the front of the head, you're asking her to fight. You're saying,
Okay.
I'm challenging you to
I'm not
your
gonna ask
position
her
in
to
the
fight.
herd. You know, if you ever see someone rub a cow on the head, they're not a
farmer.
You're saying, come on, right? You know, it's like going to a bar and giving the big guy a push, right?
I'm not going to do that.
Now, with a really submissive cow, it doesn't matter, but she is not submissive. Well, back to the little story about
Yes.
the happy cow. Anyways, I just was thinking about all these really good farmers who went before and how much love they always gave to their little ones. And then at the end of 2 years, you can turn off a switch, knock them on the head, chop them into pieces, and sell them at your market. And I just thought it was a little hypocritical. And I thought, I just had this little flash, and I never thought it out at all. And I had a girl that worked for me, Edith, and she'd worked for me since she was like 14 at the market. And she had worked for me here, and she had stopped eating meat while in my employ because I took her with me to the butcher shop.
Right.
And she had changed her mind that day when she saw the heads looking over the things, and she thought, oh, dead cow walking. And so, anyways, I just went to Edie with this crazy idea. I said, Edie, I says, if I just quit killing my cows, would people around the world send donations to feed them? And she said, well, I don't know, Mike, let's make a video and ask the world. And so that's how I got started. I didn't plan it. I didn't think it out. I didn't try to change the world. You know, I didn't have this great revelation. I just thought, well, that was a neat idea. And but Edie got all excited, right? And she's got the knowledge and the skill to make a little video, and it just went like wildfire. And supposedly there is enough people that want to donate to feed my old cows. So now what they do is they are able to find enough hay for them. You know, they help me buy hay, and I bale hay and stuff. So it's a struggle because it costs between $30,000 and $40,000 just for hay.
Yeah.
And then there's, you know, now that we're keeping old cows too, we also now have more vet bills than we used to have. But you see how she doesn't thrash if you go under her head?
Yeah.
You know?
Very sweet.
And yes, very sweet. That's what the lady says. You're very sweet. I know you're not sweet.
She's a little evil, but that's okay.
Her sister over there, Milkshake, is absolutely sweet.
I remember Milkshake. Last time I was here, I formed a bond with Milkshake.
Well, was Milkshake, she wasn't hurt then, eh?
No.
Milkshake was paralyzed for a while.
Yeah, it was actually right after that I came here that she wasn't paralyzed anymore.
Okay,
and,
because that's what made her so friendly, is that we worked with her, you know.
Right, she got used to people.
Yeah, any time that you have to work with them, they'll become quite gentle.
What's been the biggest challenge, do you think, running this versus a traditional system of farming?
I have about 35 or 40 visitors every day, and you know, I mean, you're under everybody's scrutiny.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people aren't farmers; they have no agricultural background. So I'm judged pretty hardcore. Mm-hmm. You know, they want everything to be just so, and that's not easy on you to give up my way of life, because we did everything here before. You know, we raised pigs and chickens and turkeys and we slaughtered them all here even, you know, and we don't do it. I don't kill anything. I even step over ants, for crying out loud. You know, when there were skunks, we shot them. When there was coons causing me trouble, there was no remorse in that. And now I move them to my friend's house, down to Judy's. So if you want to see skunks and coons, they're all down.
All right, sounds good.
But, yeah, I mean, it's really different. You know, there's some days it's just beautiful and I feel really good about it, and there's other days where I thought, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah.
It's one of those roller coaster things. No one's done that before, you know. I didn't think it through. I didn't plan it out. I didn't have a family meeting, because my sons that worked for me before, they're beef eaters, they're hunters, fishermen, and they think what I've done is a bit crazy. And they were really mad at me for a long time. Because they liked raising beef cows. Right. And they liked having a couple of hogs and some meat chickens and stuff. And then Dad don't do that anymore. But, you know, the really neat thing is, and something that you never would plan, is that I get to talk to people leaning over the fence like this, talk about cows. And a lot of people that are very idealistic and they want to do everything right, they come and they shovel the manure here and figure out how much work it is to keep the cows and to keep them in comfort. Yeah. You know, it's not easy. So it's really nice to be able to spread some farmer knowledge with people that, how do you learn about farmers now? Yeah. You know, I mean, there's so few farmers now, and the knowledge base is disappearing. And so that's a great benefit to be able to teach people this stuff.
Yeah, and even last time I was here, there were tons of kids that were learning about farming and cows, and that just wouldn't have been the case had your farm not transitioned to a different system.
Yeah, I mean, we still had kids, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like hundreds of people that came to visit cows. Yeah. And anytime you bring children onto the farm, they remember that for their whole life.
Yeah. It's really fascinating. And I'm curious, you also mentioned that people just don't know necessarily where their food is coming from, and that connection with bringing their first potato out of the ground or connecting with a cow is different. Why do you think people lost that connection with their food?
Well, it's just because they get everything at the Loblaw store in a package. It's easy to not think that that's a cow on that styrofoam thing with the cellophane over it. Yeah. You know, you know, you see the ads for A&W and they have a happy mooing heifer in the background. You know, I mean, those things kind of touch a nerve on me now. You know, because when I went last Christmas, I went through the Loblaws and I walked through the meat department, and they had a huge cooler full of tenderloins, and they were about that long. Now, there's 2 tenderloins in each cow, and there was a great big freezer there, and I think there would have been 150 tenderloins in there. So that was the lives of 75 cows in that one thing, on special for $22 each. And I thought, well, you know, that's because no one's connected to what that is. And I thought, even for the farmer, I thought, you know, I mean, my herd is 28, you know, and in that one little cooler was 75 of them. So you have a different outlook when you don't eat them.
Yeah.
And you get to know them.
And they all have different
It's different.
personalities.
And I mean, but most farmers know their beasts, and the farmers that are my friends are good farmers, and they love their cows to bits. They love their dairy animals to bits. You know, it's different. You know, I'm not an anti-farmer. I'll let everyone make their own decisions. I don't push anyone in any direction. But when you get advertising nonstop about eating meat,
Yeah.
you don't have any advertising the other side, and you should have a nice balanced thing. Make your own decision.
So if anyone is watching and wants to help out with the sanctuary, how can they help you?
Well, it's Farmhouse Garden Animal Home, and I mean, people can. You look on that site; it has all kinds of things. You can adopt one beast if you like it. I don't follow it too much. Edie runs all that stuff. It's always good to have a really smart, pretty girl like with her hands out and a smile, right, rather than an ugly old farmer. Because I've never taken any donations. When I first started this, I had people say, "Oh, Mike's in it to a new scheme. He's got some scheme to make money."
Yeah.
And then when that happened, I said, no one's going to hand me $1. I won't accept anything. I let them all go through Edith, and then she manages it. And when I have an expense, I got to give Edith a bill, and I'm not allowed to get paid for any of my work. I can sell the sanctuary hay, but I can't get paid for it.
Right.
So that way, I'm not making money on this venture. That's not what it's for. But the neat thing is that even through this pandemic time, they were able to get very creative. And in March, about mid-March, when all that pandemic stuff started to happen, I woke up in the middle of the night going, holy, you could read my lips, right?
Yeah.
Because I woke up when they can't have any visitor days. How are they going to earn money? And I had already gone deeply in debt with all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I thought, I can't fund them. I can't cover the hay if we can't get people coming. And I thought, well, you know, who else is going to do it except the guy that is here? I thought, oh no, what's going to happen? And the neat thing is that people got really creative, and we made the news all over the world. I had phone calls from the BBC, Radio Australia. I had Maclean's Magazine here. I had, I think, CFTO. I had Rogers here. I even did Breakfast TV came here. You know, about 4:30 in the morning. Poor Edith had to get up so early.
Oh my God.
Right? And it was pretty cool. And it was
Yeah.
because someone had figured out to get the donkey to join Zoom meetings.
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat, man. Everybody knows buckwheat. The buckwheat paid the entire hay bill. For
No
this
way.
year. If it weren't for buckwheat, we would be in great peril. But yeah, she was joining this donkey. A volunteer would come out, and sometimes they'd have 5 a day. A volunteer would come out and hold an iPhone on buckwheat, and she would join the Zoom chats at fancy lawyer meetings, at school administrator meetings, all over the world. And yeah, she really took the pressure off, and people got really creative. So ladies ride cows, and it's pretty astonishing. They do make great pets, you know.
They seem like it. They're very cute.
Edith won't let me adopt
Faces.
any out, you know. What I used to do is I put the baby calf in here at nighttime.
Right.
So, and I'd leave mama right there. So they didn't take them apart. So they're close to each other. They could nuzzle each other. And I'd come down and I'd steal a liter from mama, and then I'd let the baby go in.
Right. So you wouldn't separate the
You don't have to take them away and make any stress.
because that's the biggest thing in modern dairy farms and like factory farms. They take the babies away right away.
As soon as they're born, they
Yeah.
never get the nurse. So that's the thing that a lot of people are disturbed by.
Yeah. And especially because cows have a great emotional connection with each other.
Well, there's something that I miss here. I mean, I don't bring that up because I don't want babies, but
Yeah.
these guys are great mamas, and we have taken that part of their life cycle away.
Right.
And we never let them have babies. So, I mean, it wouldn't be feasible to just let them breed.
No.
But I miss the babies. You know, I miss raising the babies up and watching them grow just like anyone would.
Yeah.
So,
And there's Buckwheat.
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah, that's Buckwheat right there. I need to get an autograph from Buckwheat the donkey. Featured all over the world.
He doesn't know.
Buckwheat, so humble.
Oh yeah. Donkeys are the sweetest beast ever.
Oh, I know.
You know, I mean, they can be really, if you're mean to them, they're mean back. But we, you know, she's a sweetheart. She was born right there.
Really?
You know, yeah. So, yeah, they were on pasture and then we just brought them back. Because the weather's getting icky, so we got to put them in the barn.
To give you. I love you though.
That's Melody.
Oh, hello, Melody. Hello. Can we be best friends?
How early it is. You're just starting to come in or you're going to
No, I know I have no food. You're disappointed in me. I let you down. I'm so sorry. So cute. What do you grow throughout the year?
Well, this year it was just short of 100 different things. And, you know, I mean, there's many kinds of beans and stuff, but we just grew everything we could.
Right.
And I like to grow everything my market needed. And then when the season ended, like it is shortly, we put a lot of things in storage. So we put lots of rutabagas and potatoes and carrots away to store. And I'd sell them all winter long. Every week we'd have our own stuff, but then I'd import things.
Right.
So
you were able to manage stuff throughout the winter, like cold storage?
yeah, we have 6 coolers. Because these were designed before they had herbicides to take care of all of your weed problems. So this little
Herbicides
tractor
that give you
cultivates.
cancer.
You don't need that stuff.
Exactly.
You don't need it. No, I mean, I grew so many thousands of pounds of vegetables. I never needed a chemical to do that work. But it takes some labor.
Yeah.
It takes some noisy little tractors that aren't made anymore. But it's not necessary. And I mean, the chemicals, the thing is, it's easy.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about anything.
It's really easy, especially when they GMO it.
Yeah.
Makes it really easy because all you have to do, you don't have to be a really good farmer. You have to be a really good financier. You have to know how to plan your money because you got to farm like 1,000 acres to make a living.
Yeah.
But they know how to calibrate a sprayer. They know how to calibrate a GPS. They know how to pay their bills and time it on a line of credit. But we have lost the skill of a good farmer.
And they put no thought into the environmental impacts or biodiversity or the impacts on bees or people's health.
No, and it's something that we just never know for 20 or 30 years. You know, we didn't know DDT caused trouble until we used it for 50 years. We didn't know, you know. I mean, I sprayed a lot of Roundup in my life. I would spray $250,000 worth of Roundup in 2 weeks in my past job.
Wow.
And I was well educated in the application of herbicide. I had 9 of those big spray planes for working for me. I was a pilot, and they worked for me. And now my chemical budget for the last 28 years has been
Zero.
But the thing is that we're losing the farmer's skill set. The old farmers are gone that know how to grow without it. And even they're talking about they're taking away using Roundup as a desiccant. You know how they do that pre-harvest spraying?
They spray it to dry it out really quickly, but then you're eating straight residues because they don't wash the crops beforehand.
That makes me crazy.
Yeah.
That always made me crazy that you spray on Monday and you combine on Saturday.
Okay, so I'm gonna feed the cows treats. I love cows so much. No one understands. Hello, babies. Hi. They're so happy. They finally got treats for me. Wait, sorry, that was too much. I know. I'm sorry, I'll get to you, I promise. There you go. Look how excited they are. Hello. All right, we're equal opportunity over here. You get to have some too.
Everyone's nervous about the water.
Do you have a favorite cow?
I like Milkshake, but she's not my favorite, I wouldn't say, but this is Milkshake. Right?
Hi, Milkshake.
Take care of Milkshake.
Hi, baby. I heard you're really sweet, so
Yeah.
you deserve more. So cute. Hello. Ready? Yes, you want some too. I'm sorry, Milkshake. You're very greedy, Milkshake. Okay, we're splitting this into 3 because I feel bad. I don't want to exclude anyone. Come here. Now? Okay. I'm trying to get the one in the middle. Here you go. There you go. We did it. Yay. Hello. Can I give you a scratch? So cute. Look at the babies. Michael, can I take one of them home?
No, pick one. Yeah. It's gotta be a smaller one, though.
Okay. You gotta fit in the car with us. Do one of you want to go home and meet my dogs? You guys can be best friends. Don't eat my hands, please. Hello. Oh my goodness, you big baby. Yes, you're all big babies. Hi. Hi, Milkshake. One of you can come home and live in the forest. Oh my, you gonna lick my hands? I have no food. They're so cute.
Yeah, people don't know. You know, I mean, everyone loves a horse because they just never got connected to cows. But they can...
Horses are seen as these like majestic things, but I love cows. Cows are so sweet. My little personalities. Come here, yes. You keep licking my hand. And I think this is the first time he's met a cow.
Yeah.
There you go.
The first time I've met a cow.
No, I think
This close.
more people have to eat cows.
Yes, more people have to.
Think about those BMW commercials.
Look at him stuck sticking out. What can I do for you? Don't touch the electric fence, guys. That's not fun. Somebody at summer camp once made me touch the electric fence. They held my hand and they touched it. And so then I got shocked through them.
Yeah, well, that's what they do sometimes. They'll go like, hold on.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
No, and this is a really good fun.
So basically it would be even more painful.
Hey guys, so we just finished and it was really cold.
It's so cold out today. I don't know why weather decided to be like this or why we decided on today, but it is what it is.
It went really well though. I love cows.
He's never met a cow before.
Never.
Slowly but surely, he's coming to love animals, so it's all good.
It was really great. Cows are really intelligent and more intelligent than you really think. So, you know, like eating meat, you know, you don't really think about those things, and you don't get to see them up close, you know. It's different.
And you don't put a face to it. Oftentimes when you think of meat, you think of this happy cow that's on a farm, but most of the meat that people are buying are from factory farms where they're cramped into these small spaces and have diseases and are living terrible quality of lives. So it's really important. I'm not going to tell everyone to go out there and be vegetarian or vegan, but what I am going to say is find out where your food is coming from, put a face to what you're eating, and make that decision from there, because oftentimes when people find out really where their food comes from, their decision is very different.
And guys, if you want to donate, or if you want to, you know, bring up what was the donkey's name? Buckwheat to your meetings on Zoom, you can donate, and that could be a thing. What do you know the?
Yeah, go to Farmhouse Garden Animal Home.
farmhousegardenanimalhome.com.
And they have some amazing things, and follow their Instagram, keep up with what they're doing, because they're really trying to create awareness about where food comes from and create awareness about why we should be caring for these animals when oftentimes we don't give them enough credit.
So it went great. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yep, see you next time.
Make sure you like and subscribe too.
Yes,
like
please.
and subscribe.
We need more followers.
Yeah, check the socials, Rachel's social media in the
at Rachel's News
in the bio, and then yeah, we'll see you next video.
See you next video.
Bye guys.